Hello friends and welcome back to BISP Solutions. So let's continue our session on Oracle Fusion Financial Application. So in the previous session we have completed our AV period. Okay, we have also seen how to manage administrator profile value to default business unit. So once again we will start from here today and then we will create the invoice. Okay, so let's start our session. So we'll start with the defaulting of BU setup. So let's go to our project, that is Shivam Kumar is the employee user. Our implementation username is Rakesh Kumar. So I'll go on setup and maintenance. Click on search and here we will type manage administrator profile. And why we are doing this, friends? So that again and again we don't need to assign our BU to the particular task. Okay, so we are defaulting it. So manage administrator's profile value, click on it, and in the profile display name we will type default default and click on search. This one we have to choose default. Here we have to type the name. So so for user we are doing it. Okay, click on user. So user name is Rakesh Kumar, click on OK. Okay, so the profile value we have to give our business unit name. So search our business unit. BISP. Okay. So we have searched BISP. So click save and close. Done. So now we will create the invoice. Okay, this task was creation of invoice we are going to do. Okay, this I have explained you manually, but today we will do practically. Okay, so create invoice. So for that, go to navigator, and click on payables. This is payables, and click on invoice and click on task list, and here the option create invoice. Then select the mandatory fields, business unit, our BISP. Okay, choose the supplier. So we made BISP supplier 1. Okay, supplier side 1. This we have already made. I have explained how to make suppliers in the previous session, so please refer my previous videos to learn how to make the suppliers. Okay, so now the number we can give. Okay, this is our invoice number. The amount. So today we are going to make the invoice of 1100. Okay, date selected, BISP immediate pay. So just to show you discount, so I will change this immediate. I'll show the discount. That is why I'm because immediate pay we do not, the supplier doesn't give usually the discount. So I'm choosing BISP net 45. Okay, now check invoice group. Okay, fields standard. Okay, everything is filled. Now I'll go to line. Let me see the data in business unit selected. Okay, so now I'll click on line. Okay, so items are here. So let's say I want to give 500 in the rent. Okay, rent I have selected. Okay, and item 2 I have selected 500 for expense. See, earlier I have made the distribution set also. So to understand this, first you have to watch the distribution, how to make the distribution set. Okay, so I'll click on the second line. I'll click on distribution. So how I want to distribute this 500? Okay, I can choose from here. I have 500 that is going to be in the expense account. So how this 500 should be distributed, I can choose from here. Okay, so say I want to give 400 for this expense account. Okay, and let's say 50 I want to give for this expense account. Already we have created in the when we were creating the distribution set, so I have chosen. Okay, domestic taxi I have chosen. Okay, so small expenses I have already chosen. Okay, so this, so how 500 is going to be distributed? 400 will go in a different account, 50 will go in a different account, and 50 will go in different account. So total it will become 500 rupees. Okay, so save and close. Okay, so this we have distributed. So in one invoice we can have multiple lines. Each line we can distribute to various accounts, so just like we have distributed. Okay, so now let me create another. So manually I am going to enter it. Okay, so let's say I have chosen 100, and in the distribution combination, let me choose 100 how to distribute manually. Okay, so I'll choose the company, cost center, the account. Let's click on search and I'll type I'll search in advance, and description I'll select contains, and in contains I'll write expense and click on search. So many expenses have come, so let's choose one of the expenses. So I'll go for the irrigation expense, 53510. okay, click on OK. So one more thing friends, in distribution side we have multiple accounts, but in distribution combination only one account we have. Okay, so I'll click on project, feature, click on OK. Okay, so this is how we distributed. Now if I want to distribute this 100 rupees in a various way, what I can do, I'll click on distribution. Okay, so this 100 rupees how I want to distribute, I can choose from here. Okay, I will add another line and I can choose 50 rupees in a different account and 50 rupees in a different account. So right now I'm not choosing it. Save and close. Okay, so this is how we can make the distribution set and the expense item. So let's choose our account. Let's see, 1100 is there. Okay, and 1100 total is there. Okay, now what we'll do, we will validate it. Now once this invoice is validated, we can payment against this invoice. So invoice of action and click on validate. It's validated. Okay, now click on invoice action and we'll see the manage installment. To see the discount, I'm just showing how to see the discount. You see the discount, net 990 has to be paid and the discount is, you remember when we have made the discount net 45. Okay, so this is how discount comes. So now if you want to make payment, what we'll do, we can click on validate, we'll make full payment, but first we will create, we'll see our account period is open or not. Okay, so we'll verify. First we will create accounting entries for a payment. Accounting entries are not mandatory. Okay, so click on save and close. Okay, so now first we will see that our accounting periods are open or not. Okay, then only we are going to make the payment. So I'm just save and close. Okay, so now go to general accounting or go to navigator, go to general accounting and we'll see the period close and we'll see our period is open or not. So our period is open. So till August 24 we have our period open. Just click on general ledger to see it. So you see our period is open from Jan 24 to September 24. Okay, these are open periods. You see, these are open periods. Okay, this is for future interval. Okay, and in the close period, for the close period we'll talk in the upcoming sessions, because closing period it will take time, and here I am not going to show the closing period. Okay, so now, so we have seen our period is open. Click on done. We have our accounting period. Okay, everything is done. Let me see our, yeah, we have open period. Click on done. Now we'll create accounting entries for invoice so that it transfer to GL, and we'll post in the GL. So let's move to, click on navigator. We'll go on payables, click on invoices, click on task list and manage invoices. So we'll search our invoice, since we are going to edit our invoice. Okay, so search business unit, invoice number, okay, amount, invoice, business unit, so this is our invoice. So click on invoice number. So it is validated. So click on action, and just a little bit addition we are going to do under it. At 45 everything is okay. So click on invoice action and post to ledger. So now we are going to post to ledger. Click on post to ledger. Okay, so let's see our accounting. So this is our accounting. Okay, so how the system is taking debit and credit? Because there is a rule in accounting method. Within the accounting method we have rule for each and every transaction, and accordingly system is taking. Okay, so the account entries transfer to GL in the form of journal. So this is our entries we have done. Now we have to verify our accounting entries whether it has transferred in GL or not. So click on done. Okay, so the one who has access to payable application, they can only create the journal. They can create invoice. The user having access to GL application, GL rules, that user can only see this information. Okay, so we'll go create. Okay, so save and close. Now we are going to verify. Click on task list or manage. Go to General Accountings, click on Journal, Task List, or Manage Journals. Now we are going to verify the accounting entities are transferred in GL or not. Okay, so search our GL. The period is there, August 24. The source is payables. Click on search. So this is our journal for the August 24. Click on it. You see, you will observe that all accounts are debited, only liability is credited. Okay. So we have posted, that means our journal is transferred to GL. This is our entries. So you see, all accounts are debited, only our liability is created. So when we make the payment, you will see the different entry. You observe here, all the accounts are debited, only our liability account is credited. Okay. So now what I am going to show you, let's check this 500 belongs to which invoice. Let's say this invoice. Okay. You can see the transaction here. Okay, you can view transaction. Okay, like this you can view the transaction. Okay, and you can see the distribution also. Okay friends, so this is how we can see the entries also. Now let's move. Click on done. So we have posted our journal entry. Okay, so now if user want to see full information, he can click on view transaction and he can see all the journal entries. Okay, like this, in click and he can see the transaction also. Okay, this is how the user can see the information. Click on done. So it is posted. Okay friends, this entry is posted. You see the status posted. Okay, completion status completed, approval not required. Okay. So now suppose we found one entry was wrong and we have posted, so still we are able to modify it. So when we correct in payables, automatically it will get corrected in GL also. So let's see how to do it. Okay, so click on navigator, click on payables. In payables we'll go to the invoices, manage invoices. We open our invoices once again. So this one. So click on invoice. Click on validated. You see our installment 0 line variation. Click on accounted. You want to modify, you can modify, you can override from here. Okay friends, let's say one entry, let's take any entry. Let's take this one. Okay, we can override it. Okay, from here you can override also. If there is a mistake, you can override. You can select from here. Suppose this was not internet expense, this was something else. Let's say this was a search, and click on advance and search from here. Contains recruiting. Let's say it was a recruiting. Let's say any expense, we can say no, that is what is not coming. Recruiting, let's say it was recruiting expense, so we can recruiting expense. Click on OK. Oh, okay, let me once again. So let's say it was not internet expense. Okay, so we are overriding it. So click on the account, search advance, remove this value, otherwise it will not show, and select contains, and here you can type recruiting. So it was recruiting expense. Let's say, click on OK. Okay, reason you write it is a correction. Okay, now submit. So this is how we can override it. Okay, override. Okay, so journal has been override. So this, you see, we have overridden. We have corrected this one. We have corrected this entry, that is why it is showing here. Earlier it was this, and now it is recruiting expense. You see, by placing cursor we can see this was earlier internet expense, and now it is, you see, now it is recruiting expense. Okay, so this is how we can correct it. Okay friends, so you see reversal. now. So click on OK, click on done. Okay, save and close. Same it will affect on GL also. So let's see. Click on done. Click on done. Now go to journal accounting and journal. Click on journal. Let's see how it is showing in journal. Click on task list. Click on manage journals. Source should write payables. Click on search. You see one more journal we can see it. Click on the let's click on it and we can see the entries credited side. Okay, this 51 you will see this is on credit side. You see this one is because just we have override it, so it is showing in credit part. Okay friends, so now once again we have to validate it and we have to post in journal. So now so this is how we can post it also. We can override it. Okay, so this is what we have done. We'll see and put amount C2. Okay, so it is posted. When we perform this function system, we'll create payment order against this invoice. Okay, so it is posted. Okay, this is how we can override. So we have seen how to override. Now we'll make the payment. Okay, so go to payables and click on payment. So now we have to make the payments also. So go on task list, click on manage payments. So search the supplier whom we have to pay. BISP supply number we do not remember. This is supplier 1. Click on OK. Till we perform bank reconciliation, the status of the payment we will see the negotiable. Let's search. Let me once again perform it. Manage payments. supplier BISP, party name, no, supply number. Let me search from the supplier number. One 4861 today supplier number. Let me search. This is not our supplier, but we created the supplier. Okay. Okay, click on manage payments. Supplier party, let me search once again. BISP, because we have created BISP supplier one. Let me go to the click on none. Need to go to invoices, manage invoices. Click on OK. Search. Click on search. We have this invoice. Let's check. It's validated, accounted. Click on action. We have posted in leisure, but the thing is validate. Just a moment. The site is working slowly, that is why it is taking time. invoices. Manage invoices. We have one invoice only then. Invoice number 1234. Let me see whether today's date. If it search, yeah, click on. This is already validated. Okay, so pay in full. Okay, so now, so this, after the discount we are going to pay the supplier, going to supplier 990 USD. Okay, so from which our BISP, we have created a bank account, so BISP corporate account. Okay, so payment process profile also we have made, BISP payment process profile. Okay, so payment document, BISP check. This is we have to pay, so payment number is this. Okay, this is how we can pay. Okay, click on submit. So payment 10001 for 900 USD has been created. Okay, so click on OK. Okay, so we have paid. Let's say the amount is 00. We'll see the unpaid amount 00. Click on invoice. So when we perform this function, system will create payment order against this invoice. So we have paid the invoice, we have paid the payment against this invoice. So this is how we can pay, friends. And we have seen how to override if the entry is posted wrong, then how to override also we have seen today. So today's task almost we have completed, but the bank reconciliation is left, but the site is not working properly. That is why. Okay, so now I'll see the bank reconciliation. I'll go on save and close. You see friends, the number, the BISP check, the status is showing negotiable. Why it is showing negotiable? Until we perform bank reconciliation, the status of the payment will show as negotiable. So we have to perform the bank reconciliation. So now if you want to do accounting for this payment, if you want to do, I'll click on so click on check number. If you want to do accounting for the payment, we'll click on this site is not working. Let's wait, friends. Today I would have ended this topic. Okay, so I'll go on. Once again I have to go for the manage payment. Click on payments, click on manage payments, click on manage payments, and again we have to search for BISP supplier 1, search. This is our check number. So if you want to do accounting, we'll click on the check number. Okay, so click on action and post to ledger, and after that we will see the accounting. Okay, so let's see the accounting. Now what, after clicking view accounting, we'll see the system is debiting the liability. Okay, you see the liability is debited. Okay, before making the payment, it was showing as a liability as a credit, but once we have posted to ledger the payment we have done, it is showing liability as a debit. Okay friends, so now this cash clearing means account reconciliation is pending. Once it will done, it will show cash account to us. Okay friends, once we do the reconciliation, cash clearing account is debit and cash account will be credit. Okay, so click on done. So this was actually purchase invoice we get from supplier and enter in the system. Okay, so today we have seen how to create invoice, how to edit the invoice, how to make the payment, how to post into the ledger. We have seen. So just wait for the next session, then we will see how to do the bank reconciliation also. Okay friends, so thank you so much for joining this webinar. Bye bye.